Hi friends, welcome to Easy and Homestyle Cooking. I'm Mrs. Ragini. Today I'm going to share a non-vegetarian baking recipe. This is creamy chicken and mushroom baked dish. So to make this dish, I have the chicken. You can take boneless chicken, regular chicken with bones, any type of chicken you can take, and I brine the chicken and some mushrooms, and also for color combination I'm adding little bit of French beans. If you have, you can use beans, or otherwise you can use green peas for color. First what we are going to do is we are going to switch on the pan, and in this plate we are going to first add some flour. We are going to coat the chicken with this flour. Why I am doing this process? Because when we bake the chicken, we don't want the chicken to be mashed. So this way it will hold the shape and it won't be mashed. So we are going to add flour and some salt, very little salt. If you have brined the chicken in salt, so don't add too much of salt, and also very little of pepper powder. And now we are going to coat the chicken to this. I am going to pour in some oil also here. So we are going to add the chicken immediately into this. We are going to slightly grill the chicken here, and then we are going to put it in a baking dish. Dust it little bit, add it. Use nice small pieces. So I am going to add rest of them, and we are going to slightly color this in this oil, and then we are going to remove this. Now you can see after just 2 to 3 minutes, rotate your chicken. We want the chicken to be slightly colored in all the sides in this oil. Increase the flame. So what we are going to do is we are going to shift this to the other side, and we are going to start making the sauce, the creamy sauce. This is just as a bechamel sauce, the same sauce we are going to use it to our chicken. So here to make the sauce we are going to use butter, cream, and you can use milk and some pepper powder, and make your excellent creamy, that is a bechamel sauce. Here the pan is hot. We are going to add 4 cubes of butter, dear friends, and immediately you can add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour and mix this. Reduce the flame. We want the all-purpose flour to cook in the butter so that we don't get the raw flavor, and see that it won't form any lumps. And this is cooked. Just remove the dish from the pan, and first pour in little bit of milk, and then pour in your cream. You need to take 1 cup of cream, or more than that also, 1.5 cup also you can take. Depending upon your chicken, you can increase the quantity of cream. Keep mixing this so that it won't form any lumps. You can add some more of milk. If you are adding heavy cream, then you can add half to 1 cup of milk. Totally 3 cups of cream and the milk. So friends, now we are going to add salt. We did not add any salt, so we are going to add very little salt. Don't add too much of salt because there is salt in the chicken also. And also the pepper powder. You can add white pepper powder. As per spiciness, you can add the pepper powder and mix this. We don't want this to be cooked too much. Just 2 minutes you can simmer this and switch off the flame. This will become automatically thick, and now I am going to switch off the flame. If you want, you can add some mixed herbs into this, but I am not going to add any herbs. So here is the creamy sauce ready. I am going to keep this aside, and now here is the chicken. You can see this chicken is also nice and colored. Now we are going to put the chicken in a bowl. Take the chicken pieces, arrange it in your baking bowl. I love with bones, so I have used with bones. So if you don't want to use bones, you can use boneless chicken also. So arrange it in the bottom. My chicken is nice and tender and still holding its shape because we have dusted it with some flour. That's why it's nice and holding its shape. And now in this oil itself, we are going to add some roughly chopped onions and also some beans. Just cut it into lengths and add it. Toss this little bit. And now we are going to add the mushrooms. Mushrooms also, if you want, you can cut the mushrooms into big pieces, not small. We want the pieces to be seen when we have the dish. Cut it and add it. And don't overcook the mushroom. Slightly we are going to saute this. Here I added all the mushrooms, and we are going to add very little of salt. I am keep on telling salt, but if you see, I am adding very little, not too much at all. Otherwise we cannot eat the dish. Slightly saute this. We don't want the mushrooms and the onions to be cooked here. We want the mushrooms and the onions and the chicken to be baked. So don't overcook this, and switch off the flame. And this also goes in top of our chicken. So here is the mushrooms, onions, some beans. It's looking so yummy. Just imagine once you add your creamy sauce, and after baking, how tasty this will become. After adding your mushroom, beans and onions, now it's time to pour in our cream. Just pour the cream all over, pour entire mixture and just slightly mix this. And now this goes into the oven, and we are going to bake this at 180 degrees centigrade for 20 to 25 minutes till you see a nice slightly we'll get the brownish color. Till then we are going to bake this. So friends, after 30 minutes of our baking, our creamy chicken dish is all ready. You can see a nice slightly golden crust on top. If you want, you can add some cheese also on top of it, and it will be slightly juicy, and some mushrooms, beans, and this goes actually with the bread and some mashed potato. This will taste amazing with that. And let's have this. I love vegetables first. The vegetables are so soft and excellent taste. Mushrooms are my favorite. Anytime I love to eat mushrooms. The beans. And now we are going to check the chicken. We coated the chicken with the flour. That's why you can still see the chicken holding its shape. See, it's perfectly baked and cooked, but still it's holding its shape. It's full of juicy, soft. If you brine your chicken, you will get this perfect, dear friends. We already slightly grilled the chicken, and then we put it in the oven so that it will get a perfect baked texture. Excellent taste. Once in a while you need to try this dish. I hope you enjoyed this simple session of creamy baked chicken and mushroom. If you like it, make it, share it, and also feed your family fresh food. See you in another session with some more recipes.